Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing, spectacular Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda. He looks like Defender of the Fatherland. Off here to a 1v1 on a Faymonville Approach. In the north, it is Rotmisterz, Pilecki, or just Pilecki. I'm keen because that's going to be a bit tough to just keep calling out. Fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Rolling out here with the Panzerdivision with Jäger Infantry, German Infantry, and Ostrom Doctrine with double infantry machine gun versus the south. It is Luvnest, fighting for America, freedom, democracy, the American dream. Rolling out here with the 3rd Armored Division with Mechanized, featuring mechanized groups, reserve armor, cavalry riflemen, mortar half-tracks, and combined triple infantry. And a very big thanks to my patrons and supporters who keep supporting me through thick and thin. And even when I haven't been able to communicate them with over close to 2 weeks now, most haven't actually stopped supporting my patrons. A big thanks to them. I've probably finally got my Patreon account back, so happy about that one. So anyways, back in action here. And of course, as always, you can donate as well. Links in the description. You can also find my Patreon if I remember to update that one. Always, like, subscribe, and share, and press the bell button. And it's going to name you 42 for Rotmisterz. We got our here for Luvnest. And we got German Infantry Pilecki with 250-1 half-tracks, veteran school leaders, stormtroopers, assault and hold, and fragmentation bombs. We've got the dart truck here for Luvnest as he goes pretty aggressively across the map here with double grenadiers, MD42 there for Rotmisterz Pilecki, or just Pilecki. Up north here, various being pushed back, but then we've had two troops also moving in on the flanks of the position. Luvnest basically, I think in the reactions around, he just most to buy time and making sure that Pilecki doesn't rush in too fast, you know, slow him down, bleed him a bit. Though there's a fitness limit how much can do that. Meanwhile, his rifle secures herself quite effortlessly with absolutely no interference here from the German army, the Panzerlehr. Season the northern exit point, M4 remaining here, grenadiers grabbing the fuel point. We got the reactions shooting, we got the dart truck out there for Luvnest, to grab territory, of course. Can be up with the 50 cal, which adds quite a bit of damage, quite popular amongst American players. And also has a variety of other hand abilities like mark target and artillery badges, and Basil wants some attention. So I apologize for that. He wants some attention, doesn't he? More grenadiers there for Pilecki, going for the car upon there, sneaking up behind Pilecki's front line. Thumbs up to Luvnest, good play there, good disruptive. Forces Pilecki to dispatch infantry away from the front line to deal with it swiftly, which of course also gives Luvnest more time to do more nasty things here to Pilecki. More grenadiers on the way there. Around the fuel point, needs to dispatch troops from there to assist here around the car point. Luvnest hitting hard against Pilecki, really sort of taking advantage of the situation now to catch Pilecki in and just applying more and more pressure. Good play there for Luvnest, certainly highlighting his skill and bravado. Well, they're routed, but then at the same time, Grenadiers MD42 force retreated. We got more troops moving in, but even then, damage has been slightly done here. Good play there by Luvnest. Probably also be seeing some tech here soon. Yes, indeed, the Lieutenant's already on the way here. Pilecki also should be taking up soon. Now the cat's attacking my hand. Some things never change, I guess. Probably does the Pioneers. He is a playful kitty. Just, you know, he's not quite a kitten anymore, but he likes to believe himself to be a kitten. Ralph's what they find routed. I'm not talking about Luvnest. I do not know how Luvnest perceives himself, but if Luvnest perceives himself as a kitten, you know, then oh, God's grace be with him in that regard. I'm saying not going to tell me he's not one. Anyways, Grenadiers was reason. In this case, I'm talking about Basil, the cat, the kitty cat. There's a couple of years old by now. But anyways, Grenadiers was reasons here. Routed. We got here, Grenadiers with the dart truck there. 5th car firing away at the Germans. Tech there, done. Can go for the like to mechanized company. Will probably push out fast 2-3 versus Luvnest, who's following up with the 5th car to with infantry out and support weapons. Heading for northern fuel point as Pilecki's moving towards the center there. Dart truck moving about. 1 kill so far. Grenadiers hold back. It's a good push there by Luvnest. Again, good maneuvering, trying to keep Pilecki off kilter, off guard, to make these hard for Pilecki to form up a cohesive defensive plan here versus Luvnest. Very good play there, very good. Lieutenant here as the Grenadiers. Got Rafkin against the building there, doing some nice damage. Dart truck that goes for the car point, hits it. Armored car is going to be delayed here for Pilecki. He may want to go for some Panzer Grenadiers first, to be honest. At least that's a small consideration. Our way just incredible disruptive play from Luvnest against Pilecki. Incredibly solid. Very good. Very Luvnest. Grenadiers around it. Reasons pushing forwards. Heading for the southern field here for the Grenadiers. Informing to occupy the centre there against the Luvnest. Form up a stronger position there, which Luvnest is going to have a harder time dealing with. Fixing up the truck while grabbing the point. Good play there. Back in base for Luvnest, we have the Mechanized command post, meaning a fast steward. Pilecki's almost got the 2-2 done, but he's obviously going to need like an anti-tank to deal with it. Going for the echelons. Going to reinforcing, getting the veteran squad leaders going. Very good, very good.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Very good. Armor car almost done. Grab the southern fuel. Stuart there almost on the way. No, it is on the way now. It's not almost. It is on the way. But armored cars out there for Pilecki. He could try and go for another armored car. 2 armored cars can sort of fight a Stuart. Of course, he's more likely to go for Pack 40, which does make a lot of sense. But just a quick consideration there. Skirmish around the car and there's multiple Luvnest pushing forward. I mean, it's not as important now, to be honest, though. So I think it's less important here that Pilecki fights over it. The South Guard going to attack the Ralph Squad here. No upgrades there. Don't need support then before to cut assist either. We got a mark target here from Luvnest. Cheeky, but in this case, I think it's something a waste of munitions. Maybe Luvnest trying out something, just want to test it out. Maybe see if he can't bait his opponents like, you know, retreating. Beneath was Rifle Squad. Rifle Squad pushed back. Not quite the greatest engagement all of a sudden for Luvnest. Maybe it's a slip of attention or something else. I don't know. But he certainly took some losses there. A loss of truck. Didn't quite make some engagements. He also ended up tossing out a lot of munitions that weren't armor piercing rounds, but also the marked target. So I guess there's a missed call there. Perhaps something distracted him. Maybe someone threw a ball of yarn in front. I don't know. He's waiting for the car upon there, swooping in to engage the Grenadiers. Ground northern munitions. Ambulance on the way there for Luvnest. Pack 44 out there for Pilecki, opposite in response to the Stuart light tank, the M5A1. Anything caught here with the 5th cal and the Stuart light tank. Pack 40 halfway down there for Pilecki. Couldn't gain there, caught with the Stuart. Be careful here. Southern Fuel Watchman being harassed here by Luvnest. Gunny's coming to disrupt that. Yeah, that Stuart has a good chance taking out the armored car unless Pilecki gets very lucky. I mean, that can also happen though. That can also happen. So reinforcing moving out in the medic bunker up there. Go for the Panther fast hit maybe, and the South gun's going for the fuel pump narration down to 2 men. Panther fast off here. Incendiary pigeon rounds almost ready there though. Needs to get some very lucky Panther hits to the ground of the Stuart here to get the experience to get it out there. Guessing that's not happening. Sitting with the troops, I think that's going to be it. Gunny's from forward, Pack 4 being hauled in, armor car needs repairs. Lockdown forward between Pilecki and Luvnest. Between Deutschland and democracy. Big push here by Luvnest. I think he needs to get the machine out there. There's no chance he gets out of that one, I think. Yeah, pulls back the infantry for 2 before Luvnest absolutely shatters it. Stuart light tank almost taking up with the Pack 40 here. Armor car being slightly fixed up. Yeah, just a big sweeping push here by Luvnest straight for the centre. The machine gun out of the way. There's nothing to stop here. Luvnest's tide of democracy. Armored car good to go. Troops rolling up here. Pioneers reinforcing as well. Could consider a Panther in this squad here versus Luvnest and his infantry. In particular, unupgraded rifle the Panther would be quite helpful against. He could also go for a Stormtrooper squad with MP40s. A bit faster option here to quickly sort of throw a wench into Luvnest's plans. But I guess we'll have to see what he goes for. Reinforcing healing. Machine gun sending out. Grenadiers as well. Rifle squad routed, and we do get some Stormtroopers out here attacking from the north. Gun infiltrating to the north points there. Good play there by Pilecki. Thumbs up there. Thumbs up. Rifle got to the armored car. Swimming in against the armored car. And we got combined arms here for Luvnest. Very nasty there, but also effective. Bit of a low ability punch, but again, you can see there, Luvnest like used to quickly just boost up his force there. And the Stuart just quickly does some damage, almost gets away. Can he finish it off though? Can he get rid of it? Can he end it? And shooting there, right with the 5th cal. He's almost got another Panther ready. Pack 4 being hauled in. That's it. Coordination-wise, I mean, he might just be trying to get used to it. I haven't seen Luvnest use this really much. I mean, obviously, getting it wrong the few first time using it happens. But in the end, Stuart will go down. Still, the fact that Luvnest is using it is a great sign. You need to actually, you know, actually making use of it. Again, it is a very powerful ability when used correctly, but it is an ability that tends to get overlooked by a lot of American players. But it's starting, I think, to see some, you know, usage being one of the best ones. They're starting to realize, hang on, this stuff is gravy. And before sitting up there, But I want to try and pop the Incendiary up his rounds if possible in some proper engagements here. Got BARs up there for Luvnest Infantry as well. Very good. Rather well routed. A lot of band warfare between Pilecki and Luvnest. Both players intensely going for the other's vital spots. Fuel point rendered neutral. Oh dear, walks straight into point blank range in MD42. That was a bit of a slip there by Luvnest, or maybe there's a weird pathing order that went through there. Sometimes pathing can cause your men to go in directions you really don't want them to for some reason. And it's really annoying. No tech yet here for Pilecki. Of course, he may want to hold back on that a bit, but at the same time, take up here might also be an idea. Luvnest, meanwhile, is going for the captain. Not quite going as aggressively, but he's going for the captain. Probably free anti-tank. The anti-tank guns and this captain. Not free anti-tank guns. That's a bit. That would be a bit of a lie to set free anti-tank guns. At least a lot of nonsense. We may be planning to go for pack houses, which on a map like Faymonville Approach can be quite nasty. But I imagine it's primarily for the anti-tank guns. Stewart on the way. He's going for another Stewart. Tactically, that's quite interesting there, but Luvnest and strategically, I'm not entirely sure why most players would not go for second Stewart here. They just try and push ahead, but obviously, this is not, your average player. This is Luvnest. And obviously, trying to get out Stewart now and you keep up pressure on Pilecki, maybe force him to delay his tech, or risk, losing stuff while he's taking hit, is an interesting strategic and tactical hit by Luvnest, but again, it's not one you sort of see considered a lot, and it's one that can be risky. Again, like, if you get the timing wrong, then you're really going to fall behind, your opponent just crushes you, but at the same time, if it works, you do get sort of that bit of an extra edge. So, high risk move, but again, depending on how it works out and your skill level, it can be quite effective. So we'll have to see here. But anyway, Luvnest going for that second Stewart there. It does also explain the captain a bit better, because again, the captain with the anti-tank then supports this better. So obviously, sort of contextually, we're suddenly getting a bit of a bigger picture there. But anyways, Pilecki's gotten most of the map right now. He's got every victory point, so he's got both viewpoints. And he can actually soon begin pushing medium armor, which is getting it worse. I think it's really challenging here for Luvnest. Stormtroopers routed. So I've got Venice with the echelons, doing some damage there. Then he's reinforced, need to upgrade. Big push through here with the infantry, machine guns. And the M501 Stewart light tank, an incredibly cramped light tank actually, due to being very compact inside and letting machinery in there. So, not a comfortable experience for the tank crew. But it was apparently still well liked to a degree, especially throwing up into the Honey Stewart, because again they liked it quite a bit. But then Pentecost was still light tank, goes right there, Troopers press D. And there we go, continuing on 3 thumbs. 2 thumbs up there to Pilecki, really good push there. Very good ability to take a bit of look, then suppress it to take longer to make use of it effectively. Support there, going to thank the North Lieutenant and about support. So, one nice setup. There's obviously some complications here that makes the situation less great there for Pilecki. South out there, going to drive it into the assault here, slightly slow, but ultimately not enough. And the Lieutenant's flanking from the north here. Good move there by Luvnest, which makes it harder for Pilecki to stabilise in the centre. So, thumbs up with Luvnest, good push. Stormtrooping in. Doing some damage up close there. It's going to be a close one, but the Rover Infantry does push the match against the Stormtrooper. Need to retreat now. Punishment for Force Gunners coming up as well. No support core yet up. He's able to get up something like that soon. Stormtrooper scored. Narrowly survived. That was an incredibly close one. Luvnest here trying to grab the Pack 40 under Pilecki's nose, but doesn't get away with it. But certainly a bold rate there by Luvnest. A bold rate. Aggression and opportunism. Clearly the mottos here of Luvnest. Wait, what? Okay, I'm guessing someone's shooting right through the base. They're just like wondering, why are they shooting inside this base? Why is the tracer fire going through those angles? There, go up in at 5th count. Doesn't do too much there though. Pilecki though is being denied to pack 40 to the 5th count, so it's a bit of a tricky situation here. And Luvnest is obviously trying to destroy. He's yet to go for an anti-tank of his own. Pilecki should be able to support him. Can't begin putting medium armor. Got a mortar from Pilecki. That's a very good addition here versus Luvnest. Very good. Thumbs up. Flanking the 50 cal. Back here, trip reinforcing healing. Nothing further going on in Luvnest space except that for the time being. Obviously, infantry upgraded with at least 1 BAR, or I guess the reasons. Maybe some bazookas? Nope. Just minesweepers. Then he's being attacked in the centre. Need to retreat pretty schnell. We got 481 to 52 in this regard. Pilecki has a nice victory point lead over Luvnest. You can build the Supreme course soon here. Cavalry is going for the northern victory point. Commissioning Salfords. Sepulchre up there. So far, got them in between the two.
We're losing a capture point.
Pilecki able to reasonably well keep up here with Luvnest's pace, but at the same time, Luvnest still, shows this glimmer of what makes Luvnest. Luvnest just, quickly outmaneuvers Pilecki here and there. Though again, Pilecki does have the ability to, like, stabilize at least somewhat there. And more importantly, punish Luvnest when he does so extend and make some mistakes. Could see walking the Raft Squad though. See we pop tactical barns and get some lucky shots in. And he does get the wipe. Another single blow to Luvnest. He's paying a high price for the map patrol he has. And he may soon pay a higher price once Pilecki hits him with a Panda 4. Northern Field claimed soon enough. Got the M1 tank it up. He's starting to really being clear about the threat of German incoming army against him. Good play there by Luvnest. Pilecki is, well, roughly a minute away from the Panda 4. He has the fuel, he just needs to, like, preserve manpower for long enough. That's going to be the tricky part. To do it there, fixed up his engine, going back for the fuel point to put pressure down on Pilecki and the Panzer Panzer to be shown. Back here, more reinforcement healing. No tech or any sort of new units being constructed there. No infantry replacements either. Got them all to joining in action again. One kill there so far. Punch going from the northern field to engage the echelons. Still light tank there with 3 kills. Fifth kill taken also there from the Granadenwerfer. Here on Beitzig. Fun fact, at the start of the war, in fact before the war, it's actually considered a heavy mortar by the Germans, but by the late war, that was obviously not the case. But it's sort of an interesting thing now how some weapons spaces just change in designation, as time passes and new weapons get developed.
We're losing a capture point.
Got Captain and Lieutenant engaging the storms, we need to treat them. Taking too much damage there from all the firepower. They're assembling it at good to mid to long range. We'll rifle there for Luvnest, very good. And Pilecki can very soon go for the Panther 4, grabbing the southern point here. One gun in this, back 2 gun in this squad still not upgraded. That feels like a bit of an oversight there with Pilecki. Feels a bit like an oversight there by Mr. Pilecki.
We got a rifle squad waiting for orders.
Going for the southern fuel point. Gun is bring up, back up in for 2 gun is sitting out there. And he can go for the Panther 4 now. The Panzer Kampfwagen 4.
A capture point
He's
is
definitely called it in. The faster the better. Oh, that one is what's going to go down there. Go Panther on the way. Could I think if he'd been a bit more cautious with the manpower times, headed out sooner, but that's that. But obviously that is easier said than done at times, particularly against a player like Luvnest. And again, that's probably also one of the reasons why I went for this field is again, he just puts more pressure on the infantry. And that way, if used correctly, you can stall out a tank in, like, the field situation, not in your favour, and just keep getting manpower bleeding. It can make it hard for them to go for their tanks. Because in the end, it doesn't matter how much fuel you have, if you don't have the manpower, you're not going to get that tank anyways. Storm to Lieutenant, Rav Squad firing up, Pioneers backing up, their Panther done here for Pilecki. At which point, things are going to get dicey for Luvnest, since there's one anti-tank going to starve it, though of course, depending on how Pilecki makes use of it, I mean, it could still, be a decent situation for Luvnest, but it turns out Pilecki's great with the Panther 4, but Luvnest might be for a really bad time.
Overrunning one of our capture points.
Because Luvnest's going to then have a hard time containing the Panther 4, and the Panther 4 is going to do some heavy damage on them. There you go, Panther 4 ready, adding the pin-up machine as well there, thumbs up. Definitely an important upgrade to the Panther 4, as it does add some significant anti-infantry damage. In fact, pretty much all pin-up machine guns do that. Ignoring that. There you go, getting the cap at close range. Lewis there blown to bits. Swimming to the north is Pioneers and Stormtroopers, and being held up with the flip cow. Panther, of course, can flush out that machine gun through these. Machine gun is tanking north. Yeah, he needs to retreat that now before it gets destroyed. There we go, machine gun round. Gets himself a good hit there. Immediately switching to the armor piercing, discarding Sabo rounds, taking no chances there. Second shot misses, still gets a good on the gun leads, building collapses. Finally got down, guns reinforcing. Might want to can upgrade them and also maybe want to place infantry losses eventually. That said, Pilecki will also soon push for another Panther 4. Right now, this is Luvnest, like he almost has the fuel for a second one, and manpower-wise wouldn't be far off. I mean, 2 Panther 4s right now could be a significant hurdle for Luvnest to have to clear. Could be quite dangerous, in fact. He's teched up by himself, can soon go for all himself. Still, 2 Panther 4s would be rather tricky, I think, and could be quite effective for Pilecki. Which I definitely think should be considered. Send it to been suppressed and modifying down. It's not been greatly timed here, I think, but calls not go for it. Penfold being his best northwards. Troops saying southwards. Finally upgrading them to veterans on the status as well. Thumbs up there to Pilecki. Thumbs up. And changing it from the anti-tank gun. Let's get out there fast. We've a pretty big loss for Pilecki to lose already. And there you go, take aim. Oh, that was really lucky there. But good use of the take aim. Overlooked the village, but again increased the line of sight and the range, allowing to take full advantage of that higher range. That was really lucky there for Pilecki. He could have lost the Panther 4 there. That would have been a huge win there for Luvnest. I mean, still a win he's almost taken out here, and Pilecki's really pushing his luck with that Panther 4. He should be aware that Luvnest is going to move there and to take it over there towards it and try and catch it for a final shot. That set Pilecki to go for the Panther 4 number 2. We could also try an Austrian right now. Wouldn't be bad either, but I think 2 Panther 4s on that used to work out quite nicely. That set Luvnest again got back to despite Pilecki have a Panther 4 on the field again. Good use of his infantry in what unit tested versus Pilecki. Second Panther 4 for Pilecki, very good. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Also upgrading the pioneers to fireman stages, can prepare stuff faster, very good as well. Thumbs up.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points. Let's give them hell,
Lieutenant machine moving up, modifying down here. 2 kills. Machine about to get wiped up, Pack 1 integrating the Steward. Panther almost done. Almost got the machine, but losing the MG42 to Luvnest is definitely slow there to Pilecki and the German army. Stormtroopers got his flanking in there, trying to maybe finish off the job. He's got another wipe here in Luvnest to compensate. There we go. Attack to advance, but a bit late there. May not be enough to get the machine gun wiped. But now the Storm's getting close down instead. Panther 4 that's good to go once more. Second one's on the good as well. Nice little rate there by Luvnest. We got 332, no, 350, 350. Now Luvnest managed to win the game back in his favour as well, very aggressively again. And this is despite Pilecki out medium tanks faster than Luvnest. Again, just highlights his what you can do if you like won't handle your light armoured infantry. Not the greatest push, but Pilecki obviously wants us to do it, but I think it's safe to say he's risking a bit much in the process. And didn't even. He's moving another Panther. Can't get rid of the anti-tank now. That would be pretty big here for Pilecki, as they'll leave Luvnest then with no real nation of dealing with the tanks for a while. But there you go. Sherman on the way. There's 76 from Sherman at that here for Luvnest. Playing out the anti-tank. He's attempting to clear it out here with the Panther 4s. Nasty damage being done there. Firing into the base here. Good here in the V correct to prevent them from doing stuff there. Needs to clear the anti-tank again though. First, I think they taking out the ambulance. Try to get some massacre in there. More casualties there. Medics out in the open being blasted into the dirt. He's going to try and take out the stewards here. What he's going to do. Anti-tank in there. Cleared out. Need to finish off the steward, I think. Medics being blasted. Huge damage inside Luvnest's own base. Steward there. Crewed up again.
The capture point is under attack.
Destroying the anti-tank instead. Infantry supporting here. But really a painful raid here against Luvnest. Anti-tank and flying gun. But there you go. Sherman out here for Luvnest. He took a lot of damage inside his base. A lot of men did. He's pushing up with the Panther 4. Needs to be careful not to extend further.
Enemies are swarming one of our
Ooh, wipe the machine at least for a bit there. But yeah, I think Pilecki has overstayed his welcome here. Fixing up the steward. Really brutal push up north here. Storms with rough got pushing out until we get ace level there. Panther 4's need repairs. 17 kills in that Panzer 4, and that was more or less a fresh one, so really just huge damage there to Luvnest, huge. Obviously still in the fight though, I mean this is Luvnest after all, but certainly shows what can be done. He should remember to upgrade the second Panzer 4 there as well. Punch goes here for Pilecki to help with more anti-infantry, very good. In a pinch can go for Panzer Shreks. Should also get some of those victory points and the resources in the south there back, I think. Luvnest leads the 76 machine ahead here, adding the 50 cal. Bringing in a Panzer 4 to deal with it. Shot 5, missed. Both Panther 4's pursuing here. Good penetrating the 76 from German. Panther 4 bounces a shot. Still need support here. Problems to try and blind them up there. And also, I think, keep Pilecki from getting too aggressive. Sneaky play there. Sherman down to half health. But also close to veterans 1. Panther 4 goes close to veteran 2. Panther 4 misses, but the Sherman does not. Smoke screen off here as well from the Stormtroopers. Panther 4 moves that again. Another hit there. Sherman veterans 1, Panther 4 veterans 1, both almost down here. Pushing against the 5th Cavalry here. Mortar could perhaps move a bit further ahead here. 5th Cavalry routed, grabbing the Norman fuel. In the south, though, Luvnest strikes with the Sun field over the MD-42. More pioneers for Pilecki to repair his armor. Very good, very necessary. Definitely, when he has 2 tanks and he repairs fast. Luvnest been getting to work on this Sherman. And getting ready for the next big push here against the Krauts. Sending we got Lieutenant versus the Pack 40. Not a great engagement there for the Pack 40. Yes, it is absolutely not ready for dealing with the Lieutenant. We got 267 and 52. Taking half after the Panther 4. There we go. Trying to wipe the punish with carrying. Good move there, but Luvnest. A bit risky, but had it worked, they would have, of course, been a huge day against Pilecki to slow down the tanks further, and of course, got no wipe there. Shooting ahead here, infantry, lieutenant, captain, machine gun, backed up here with the Stuart light tanks. Rams on to go once more here for Luvnest. For the 3rd Armored Division as the Panzerlehr.
Capture point is being overrun.
Good hit there. 5th Infantry on the Grenadiers. Pilecki's definitely rather than defensive. And there you go, another combined arm push here for Luvnest against Pilecki. Good hit by the Sherman and the Panther 4. Another shot they're going through. What's going in his base? Probably could easily get away with more armor. In fact, some shoots with a great distance. There you go. Pack 4 gaining with 2. Schützen added. He's being hit here. Pen down. Then he's advancing and getting murdered. Picking up those Panther 4s. Of course, Barney's using force heal and get back in action. The Luvnest run has Pilecki pinned down with his base almost. Ooh, almost fought on the Ralph squad from the 2 Panther 4s. 20 and 13 killed. Sherman's another great hit. Luvnest is keeping up the pressure. They're sneaking hits there. Hit and run tactics. Very effective. Very annoying. Thumbs up there to Luvnest. Pilecki doesn't the Panther 4 trying to get some hits. There we go. Sherman gaining Metini 2. Using his rate of fire. Pushing in the south again. Storms catch the machine. Forcing retreat there. Very good. Panther 4 being fixed up. Another Panther 4 still be great. There are some Stoops. I think could be a great addition here again versus Luvnest's armor. Pair of Stoops in fact doing a lot of good, I think. Do him a lot of good. Tipping in there.
Forces are now down to 200 points.
Really, that seems to have been a great investment you think it would have been. Considering its timing and everything, but again, he just was able to like throw off Pilecki's timing so much, he's like able to just gain ahead with it. Finishing for the Sun fuel. Panther 4 moving ahead, good hit the Stuart. Nice hit there as well. He's taking it out there. Panther 4 going forward with the combat blitz.
A capture point is under attack.
Good hit there. Grab the Southern points. Reason there could be flanking with the Panther 4 by the way, but he's not allowed to shoot an infantry. The Panther 4 moving in. And he's going for tier 4 now. Not a huge fan of that one, I think. In terms of timing, he risks just falling back further on Luvnest. And really, I think he should just be pushing for more stuff from the Supplement Corps here. Panther 4 there halfway to the ace level. Almost got the Sun field point back. Up north here, we got the Panther being suppressed by the 50 count. Trying to get past it. Almost there, almost there. In which case, they can't close down a proper run grenade here. In particular, Luvnest not paying attention, but he is. Luvnest always is paying attention. Except when he isn't. Lieutenant here, spotted by the Panther 4. Punishing blows to inflected. Could see a wipe here. Oh no, Panther Luvnest got the devil's unluck there. Another champ for Luvnest. Thumbs up. Very good. Very good. Well spot there. Ooh, going to try for an anti-tank weapon against Luvnest or Pilecki's tank. And it succeeds. Risky but effective. Up north here, 5th cover out the Panzerlehr. More to there, Vetchi 2 closing in on Vetchi 3. Stuart Panther Faustic. Panther will use repairs. In the centre, other Panther 4s gained east of Vetchi 2 as well. Machine cleared out. Could take it back and turn against Pilecki. Luvnest once more. A lot of action. Panther 4 from the north. They're going to flank the Sherman as they go for the other Panther 4. Almost right from the Grenadiers, what the Pro says. Good hit in the Stuart. Grenadiers almost wiped out. MD4 to the seas for Pilecki and the German army. Pilecki sort of establishing once more some sort of semblance of control here versus Luvnest. And Luvnest almost got the second Sherman ready. Couldn't use the captain supervised, but he's basically up north.
Sherman ready.
And for this, I mean, you know, I don't know, drinking wine and reading from the Bible. Sherman ready. That's 2 Shermans out for Luvnest, 2 761 Shermans. Be careful this Panzer IV. Stormtroops sneaking ahead there. Got the heavy panzer going out there for Pilecki and the German army. The panzer there, moving ahead here. Need to be careful. We've got 2 Shermans engaging it. No, of course not. It's 2 Shermans. The 2 Shermans, at least one was raiding it. And there go combined arms. Turn the tips in. Pilecki in a matter of moments. A swarming assault here from Luvnest. Fired up by freedom, democracy, and illegal moonshine. He charges forward. Shots blazing away. Pack cleared out. A glorious charge for freedom and democracy. Punching through Pilecki's lines like a hot knife through butter. A complete rout there for Pilecki, unable to withstand such an assault there. Left himself too extended, unable to resist the sheer push here from Luvnest. 2 thumbs up there to Luvnest. That was just a beautiful push. 1 for the books. Need to fix out the Panther Force, simply enforcing healing. Again, this is where Parachute can quite help with just punching through the Shermans fast. Maybe just provide some light infantry support as well. Unfortunate positioning, but not being supported properly. Could be swamped here with infantry swiftly. Unless it gets lucky, which apparently it does. More to that close to the ace level. Got 150 missiles for 9. Panther Force, of course, need to repair. So you should prioritize one over the other. Both are close actually to the ace level. If you get 2 ace Panther Force out, that could be a problem for Luvnest. Machine gun flank here, but saving the time with the grenadiers. Hey, Panther, who knows what to go for? Panther, if it's a mistake. Panther or Sturmpanzer, I guess, but it should be 2. Ultimate off for the pack forward at some point. Thumbs up to Luvnest. Definitely a problem there for Pilecki.
A capture point is under attack.
Panther Force, both good to go. Heading northwards, we've still got the captain holding out. Panther going southward, straight for the Ralph squad. Ooh, that was a brutal hit. And there go ace level Panther 4. Bad news there for Luvnest and for the 3rd Armament. Still light tank on top of the double Panther Force. Go for it. There we go. Main gun out. No chance of survival on the Panther Force. So touch the ace level here. And there goes Stuart. Crew is down. Amerikanische Leichte Panzer kaputt. Chance to get back up with the Pack 40. Needs to be careful though again. 2 ace Panther Force can lay down some serious firepower, still taking up some hits into the armour. Of course, if he screws up. And obviously, Luvnest may just have one as easily. But there you go. In the centre, got Stormtroopers with the Panther. Ralph squad there. Back up Panther. There you go. Texas advance. Almost getting wiped here on the Ralph squad pretty quickly. The south, the infantry being blasted, bombarded by Luvnest tanks. Panther away there for Pilecki. The Panzer comes back in 5th. Charging through the south here. Panther Force moving in. Need to be careful. This could perhaps be a trap, depending on what Luvnest does. So, of course, quickly a trap of Luvnest's own making for himself. Vega moves in. Good on the Sherman. Down to half health. Could maybe take it out there. Oh, there we go. Double penetrating on the Panther Force. Quickly blitzing away. Misses all the shots there. And the Pack 40 almost gets the ace Panther. Need to pull back the other one. Trying to get it, but he might risk getting too much here. Quick blitz as well. In the centre, we've got Stormtroopers pinned down in front of Luvnest's base. Both Panther Force, they're heavily damaged. Luvnest got out of that one pretty quickly. Again, heart rate of fire to the ace Sherman there. We get so many of them. Plus, of course, the radio net bonus. Fixing up the Panther Force again. Panther almost down there for Pilecki and the German army. 138 versus 5. Luvnest realizes a strong victory point. He's going for another 76 from the Sherman here. That's going to be an increasingly large area there for Pilecki. But imagine if you just had 2 Stooks back at the 2 Panther Force. Those Shermans would have been toast. They'd been burnt toast. Not the good kind of toast. Yeah, Basil agrees. Penn's going for Lieutenant. Panther moving ahead here. Should have the pin light machine gun. Turn around it. Sherman northwards there. Another Sherman there for Luvnest.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Machine gun there. Hit. Panther Force almost good to go there, but one is ready for the Panther. Grab Northern Fuel, also called the Grab Northern Victory Point. We got Stormson sending obliterated here by the Sherman, including again the ace. Panther moving ahead there. Direct hit from the Sherman, punching through the Panther's armour. Panther 4 ace moving in as well to support. Other Panther's almost good again, that's almost ace level as well. So the next one we see is here by Luvnest. And freedom and democracy.
Send your orders.
Troop reinforcing healing. Pilecki, I think, still get away with going for Stu to back all of this up. And there goes second ace Panther 4 versus Luvnest. That is 2 ace Panther 4s and a Panther. versus 3 716, one of them an ace. Of course, he has the pack 40 to back it all up with. Sherman's pushing forwards there. Pilecki's forced by 2. Scattered right now. We got another combined arms push. Punching right through the ace. Panther holding focus down first. Good push there. Coordination by Luvnest. Already one ace. Panther fall down. Panther there is getting easily destroyed as well. The shots most going through the armor with ease here as just the assault continues. Panther almost knocked out. The Panther being pushed back. Just Luvnest's armored assault is unstoppable. He is a rolling steamroller of democracy. Taking out the Panther. Pioneers, only the Panthers there. He just barely did any damage because he doesn't have enough. Like, the only thing they probably had a chance of stopping Luvnest would have been 2 Stoops backing up those Panthers. Again, the Panther just can't provide sufficient firepower to stop this torrent of American steel. And the Panther Bulldog just went down in seconds. Like, he just didn't have enough firepower. Meanwhile, again, Luvnest Shermans could just power load with so much firepower until when they were backed up with combined arms, just increased the rate of fire even more. They're practically on autoloaders. Right now, Pilecki is in a really bad place, and I'm not talking about Stalingrad. Effects on the Panther there. Veteran to 1 kill. But he's up against 3 Shermans, and there's just no way in hell the Panther's going to be able to match them, you know, shot for shot in terms of firepower. As we've seen there, this armor doesn't necessarily need too much other in the face of that many Shermans. Not the 7.6 Shermans anyways. Panther moving ahead here. Grabbing the son of victory point there. Panther being fixed. He could try and go for another Panther. I think even then, like 2 Panthers versus that many Shermans with that level of urgency may have a hard time, particularly with the pack 40 backing it all up. I mean, we'll see, but not be surprised if that's the case. But Pilecki can go for the second Panther soon. There we go. We got cavalry rifling out for Luvnest at this point. He's wouldn't quite say full doctrinal bingo, but he's actually kind of close. Like the only thing he needs to go for is actually the mortar half and he would have full bingo.
We're losing a capture point.
There you go, Panther number 2 on the way for Pilecki. Up north, they've got Ghanese with the rifle score by the northern victory point. Engaging with cold, ruthless efficiency. Panther picking up to extensions again. One mistake there, and Luvnest just going to send every Sherman after. And again, the other Sherman there is now almost ace level as well, which means again 2 Shermans with an incredible rate of fire and penetration. And the Ghanese being murdered, by the way, is going to be like really bad news there for Pilecki's armor. Really bad news.
300 points remaining. Enemy forces.
Second Panther almost done there for Mr. Pilecki. Second Panther almost done.
Sherman ready to go.
Modifier rain down, and there you go. Second Panther out. Will 2 Panthers be enough to stop 3 7.6 Shermans? In this case, just 2 of them. Did he actually lose one, I guess? There you go, Luvnest pushing ahead here. Full freedom ahead. And there you go, both Shermans ace level. And again, just so much higher fire than the Panthers. And you can also notice the armor on the Panthers just doesn't matter much. And there you go, Panther knocked out. 2 on 2. Did get one of the Shermans, but in the end, I mean, even like 1-for-1 trade here, Luvnest easily comes out far ahead here. Easily. 57 versus 295. Panther being pushed back.
We have 50 points remaining.
Luvnest can soon go for another Sherman. Panther back there. Pilecki has lost most of the field. He's building up victory points incredibly fast versus Luvnest. Not looking good here. Not looking good for Pilecki. And 14 new troops out there. Another Sherman away there for Luvnest. Sherman lighting up, well, on fire there.
Continue the push. They have 25 points
24
left.
points left. 21, and there you go. Pilecki's renders a loss here for Germany. A victory for America, freedom, democracy, and of course, American industry. A nasty fight here, really just highlighting how nasty those 7.6 Germans can be, in particular in the hands of a strong player like Luvnest with using combined arms. So also, again, I think it just highlights just how not good heavy panzer corps is really for the Wehrmacht. Like, when it comes down to it, you need more firepower, and the Panther just doesn't bring more firepower to the table. Like, its armor, as you can see, that doesn't really matter when they can just, like, keep through it and easily penetrate, like, most of the time. So, yeah, you should just go for a bunch of Stoogs and, ignore this, in which case they could actually drown out the Shermans and, won the rest of the match there. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell friends, tell family, do tell enemies. This is Imperial LinkedIn. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.